giant meteors attacking us. Okay, we are falling. And we are falling into a black hole. Can we get off to the side? Okay, well this is a new way to die. Haven't fallen into a black hole before. It'll be an interesting journey at least, and... Did we just get caught by something? Is that a banjo playing? Hello everyone, and welcome back to Astrophysicist Plays Outer Wilds. Last week, when we played this, we finished up pretty much everything we could find to do on Giant's Deep. So, let's start off today by heading to the ship's computer to review everything we've learned, and then decide on where to go next. Okay, let's hope it actually does pause while we're in the computer. It said it should have paused last time while we were translating, though that didn't seem to actually be happening. But anyways, let's see. So, okay, we've already seen that. This looks new. So, from the ocean depth, yeah, the Nomai in the construction yard saw something sink beneath the underwater current, which they'd previously thought was impossible. So that seems to, it seems the probe tracking module, as far as we can tell, has sunk beneath the ocean depths. It is possible to sink beneath there, though they think it's impossible and we couldn't get it ourselves. So there's some way to do that. So, construction yard. This island is where the Nomai built the orbital probe cannon. For some reason, the Nomai put the orbital probe cannon on indefinite hiatus. The cannon was not asked to fire. According to a Nomai computer, a long-range probe was recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. Okay. So... Actually, let's start here. Southern Observatory. There are two paths beneath Brittle Hollow's surface that led to the observatory. One starts at the gravity cannon, and the other starts at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Okay. And the Nomai at the Southern Observatory constructed a model of Giant's Deep that revealed how an object might sink below the strong ocean current. Okay. So, we've got a definite lead at the Southern Observatory in Brittle Hollow that will hopefully tell us how to get below the ocean current in Giant's Deep, so that makes sense as somewhere else to go. Now let's see what else we have over here. So, Statue Island. This island must be where the Nomai created statues like the one in our observatory. I found a Nomai statue lying on the beach. It looks just like the one in our observatory. Nomai statues, this is the statue workshop. Nomai statues were designed to pair with a single user, record their memories, and send those memories to a storage unit within the Ash Twin project. Each storage unit inside the Ash Twin project was equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which could then send those stored memories back to the corresponding user. The statues were designed to only activate once the Ash Twin project succeeded, or in the event that it failed. And then on the Ash Twin project, every memory recorded by a Nomai statue is transmitted to a corresponding storage unit within Ash Twin. Okay, so... yeah, there isn't much unknown about those, and it relates to the Ash Twin project. Okay, so some indications going to the Ash Twin, though it isn't clear exactly what we'll find out, and others to the Southern Observatory in Brittle Hollow. So I think we've got a clearer path for what we want to find out in Brittle Hollow. So let's head there today. So let's go to the cockpit and blast off. And then once we're safely orbiting, we'll view the map. And let's see, we've got Brittle Hollow over here. So let's target it, and then engage autopilot to get over there. Yeah. Where is it? Is that it? No, it doesn't look like we're heading there. Whoa. That's something. Huh. Okay, so we're stopped here. And as always, we see something else interesting on the way. This looks like maybe the moon of Brittle Hollow. So, the moon's probably going to be smaller. Let's see if we can have a look at it first. If there's anything we can actually safely do here. Okay, Hollow's Lantern, that's what it's called. It looks like it's covered in lava, which is not going to be safe. Are there any safe spots? Maybe, like, is there a hidden safe spot inside the volcanoes? Ooh, yeah, there's something there. It's gonna be a bit tricky to get in. Let's see if we can get closer to the surface. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a tricky one. Okay. Yeah, orbital mechanics are oh so tricky as things are moving around in so many different ways at the same time. You've got the planet orbiting the sun, the moon orbiting the planet, and then the moon itself rotating. Let's hope we're not taking too much damage here. Okay. Carefully getting in. Okay, I think we've landed safely. Okay, let's see what there is here. Ooh, okay, there is lava, but there's also some text, so let's see. Let's start at the top. To get closer, maybe. Oh, weak gravity, careful with the jumps. Okay. Warning, increased solar activity detected. Warning, increased volcanic activity detected. Verdict, location is now inhospitable. Evacuation recommended. Okay, so presumably it wasn't always volcanic here, but it started to get volcanic. Okay. Yep, definitely inhospitable. So, Timber Hearth Projection Stone. Root. Friends in the Timber Hearth mines, the last type of ore you sent us survives the longest in direct heat. Root. Can you send us more of the same for additional testing? We're attempting to improve its durability, and our forge has already burned through everything you sent. Ueno. We'll deliver more ore to Hollow's Lantern immediately. You must be fired up about crafting the Ash Twin Project's protective shell. Okay, more clues about the Ash Twin Project. Root. Yes, the idea of an encasement that's supernova-proof, however briefly, has kindled my curiosity. So they're practicing with lava to see if they can get something that will survive a supernova. I hate to break it to you, but a supernova is thousands of times more hot than lava. Root, my gratitude. I imagine we'll also have an updated estimate soon of how much ore is needed to seal off the Ash Twin Project. Oh wait, no. Will it be more than we initially thought? And Root, it will be significantly more. The smallest cracker opening in the protective shell would destroy everything. Okay, so they need to protect the Ash Twin Project, and it looks like they were testing potential ores here to find out which was the most heat-proof. let's see if we can actually use this projection pool while this ship is here. Yep, okay, we can. So, Timber Hearth projection stone shows us... Well, it's something. It's hard to tell what this is, but presumably there's something on Timber Hearth worth finding. So, maybe we'll have to head back to Timber Hearth and search for secrets. Okay. So, is there anything else here worth looking into? Worth looking into, not worth stepping into. Okay, well, I suppose this is the fast way to get back to Timber Hearth. I didn't really see anything else there. If we see something else in the ship's log pointing us back there, we can always go back. But for now, we're back on Timber Hearth, 100% by our own choice. And let's look around here for something interesting. So we've already basically gone everywhere we can on foot from the starting point back in the first episode. We've covered the moon. Let's just check the ship's computer. See what it says. Sometimes it gives a bit more clarity. Okay, volcanic testing site. Ore samples from the Nomai mines on Timber Hearth were sent to this volcano for durability testing. The Nomai were trying to craft a briefly supernova-proof shell to encase the Ash Twin project. Even the smallest crack or opening in the protective shell would destroy everything. And Nomai mines. The Nomai were mining ore somewhere on Timber Hearth. And nothing else new. Okay, so let's search around Timber Hearth and searching for a mine. A mine might be hard to spot from space, but let's do what we can. Okay, so crater here could be something interesting. What? Have a look. Oh, this is the one we've been to before with the sea. Okay. So that crater has a big seed. Some mountains here. Ooh, geysers. Oh, there's definitely something in there. Okay, so we've got to land in here. The geyser might have something to say about us landing in here. Okay. We're in our spacesuits, so worst case scenario, we'll just play it like Giants Deep and try not to break our legs on the landing. Okay. So, what do we have here? Mining site 2B. Okay. We do indeed have mines and possibly an attractive female android. Turn on the flashlight. Huh, okay. So, a lot of water and geysers going through. And, it could be tough getting out of here. And I'm having trouble seeing a safe spot from there. Oh, okay. Looks like someone died here. Not a good sign. Let's see. Yeah, there's a ledge right there, so... There we go. Okay. Still worried about how we'll get off, but death is always an option in this game. It's an option outside of this game, though not usually a good option outside of this game. Okay, so these things we saw before is kind of like helping with landing pads. They seem to work kind of like the gravity stone, so if I jump into one, yes, it catches us. Okay, that's useful. So we're going somewhere, wherever this wants to take us. Or not. Okay, we don't go quite into that tube, that's where it stops. Okay, someone else died here too. Let's say a bunch of ore. This kind of reminds me of back at the beginning of the game in the Zero-G cavern at the center of the planet, so could be it's the same ore. Okay, so over here we have more text. So let's see. Ueno, which is... Okay, so this is the Nomai that was talking with Root, who seemed to be on Hollow's lantern. So, Ueno says, I'm still amazed by how much ore the Ash Twin project requires. Okay, so this probably came after that conversation. I'm not sure to pronounce that. I'm gonna go with Psycad. Psycad, isn't this the ore for the remaining towers being built on Ash Twin? The completed towers I've seen are quite large. Ueno. No, the material for those towers is all being taken from Ash Twin. The ore we're mining here will be used to craft an immensely thick protective shell that will physically seal off the chamber inside Ash Twin's core. Coleus. I'm relieved by our clan's decision to use Timberhearth's ore only for constructing the shell. If eventually life on this planet were to evolve to the point of advanced metallurgy, I'm confident we won't have destroyed their ability to create. That's considerate of them. So this must have taken place... I'm just pausing here just in case time does go forward while I muse a bit. So this must have taken place long enough in the past that the Hearthians hadn't yet evolved into sentient species. Or, well, I suppose sapient is the correct word. Sentient means able to sense and perceive our surroundings. Sapient means capable of wisdom. So, going by that strict definition, yeah, long before we were sapient. So, it's kind of interesting that we still do see skeletons around as... Yeah, skeletons need to be in the right condition to last that long. They need to be fossilized, which, you know, obviously does happen. We've seen fossils that have lasted for millions of years, but it requires the right condition. They usually have to be buried, and yeah, I'm not an expert in all the specifics, but bones just left out, exposed to the elements, like some of the ones we saw around here. I really don't think they would last that long. You know, maybe there's a significantly different ecology on this planet that the bacteria can't consume Nomai bones. Nomai are aliens, so maybe their biology is different enough that the local animals can't consume them. But they were able to survive here a while, so the Nomai must have been able to eat stuff that created here, so they can't be too different. Or maybe the game designers just didn't think this through and wanted to have skeletons, but also this long time period. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so back to the game. Psycant. If they're sealing off all entrances, I hope they've planned accordingly. Haha. Oh, wait, no. I thought you had forbidden your apprentice from making puns, Coleus. Coleus, how else would he improve? You gotta practice your puns before you get to the good ones. Okay. We've got a scroll here. Can we do anything else with this scroll? I can't recall if the scrolls can be used for multiple things. I know the tablets can, but we'll look around. If we see anything that looks like it could use a scroll, we'll go back and nab it. Okay. So over here, yeah, we've got one of these projection stones. So ash twin projection stone. So what do we see here in this pool? Ooh. We see masks. So one on, a bunch off, another on, another on. Okay, so it looks like 3 of these masks are activated. One, we know Gabbro and I are both experiencing this, so the 2 of us have probably connected with 2 of the statues, which connect to 2 of the masks. That leaves 1 more unknown. So, I wonder who that could be connected with. Another poor soul, so that's at least 4 skeletons so far. So, Ueno, Cycad, and Coleus are the ones we've seen talking here so far. And Yarrow, so maybe you're one of the ones here too, Yarrow. Okay, Yarrow says, "My gratitude for the latest shipment, Ueno. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Ashwin project." Okay, oh, so Yarrow's talking remotely. Ueno, "This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check, specifically mine? If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help." Yarrow, "We'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flow or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to disaster. So whatever's in there really needs to be contained. Yarrow, once we finish the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Raimi and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks. Our final safety check." So how are you going to get inside to check the interior once you finish the shell? I guess maybe if you make it in multiple pieces, check it, and then finally assemble it. Okay. Alright. What else can we do around here? Yeah, I don't think we've gone this way before. Yeah, one more skeleton. Quite a few people around here that died somehow, and you know, the fact that all of these skeletons are left out is interesting. Either the Nomai have a belief that if somebody dies, you leave them right there to decompose, which would seem very odd. And then why are they all dying in these random spots? Or alternatively, they all died at the same time, but still in random spots. So, yeah, that something weird went on with how they died. Well, I'm going to take a risk and jump down because I see that elevator-like blue thing does extend further down, and hopefully with the jetpack we won't break our legs. Ah, there we go. Okay. So, anything interesting down here? Gravity is at 0.9x, so we're a bit closer to the center of the planet, though. Not much. I thought we did descend pretty far, but oh well, okay. We've got a geyser there. The elevator doesn't go any lower, and it really only goes up. I don't see anything of interest down here aside from these couple of geysers. Let's see. Can we see where we would go? So that one, if by video game logic the geyser pushes us up, we would just go back into the elevator. This one, yeah, maybe we'll go somewhere else. Okay, apparently the geysers refill our oxygen tanks. Not sure exactly how that works. Maybe it's very oxygenated water. I think this is the entrance, so using that geyser is how you get back here. Okay. That's probably all there is to see in here. As always, we can come back if there are more clues. Before going into the ship, let's check the other side of this big geyser. And see if there's anything over here. Oh, there is something. Okay, so we kind of loop around, get out onto another bridge, I think. So the ship is back over there, so we're in a different geyser. Or behind a waterfall, it looks like. And what happens if we go through? Okay. Through the waterfall. Then down below, well, before going down, let's try jumping across. Okay. And then we'll jump across again. Okay, something up here, and we can also go down. I'm gonna see if we can explore up first. Okay. These archways, I think those are Nomai design. It kind of resembles the materials they used to build them. Sun's gone white now, and I think those are the hourglass twins. You can kind of see the hourglass shape in the two planets. And what is this? Kind of a spirally thing. Yeah. I think we saw this... Where else did we see something like this? Was it on the moon? Yeah, I couldn't figure out anything to do with it there either. Yeah, one of the perks of the small solar system here is you can very easily see other things going on. They aren't just faint dots like they are in reality, where the solar system is much more spread out. Okay. Now, jetpack to soften landing, and let's try going down. I think this is just the part of the bridge that broke off. Anything down here? Yeah, just gonna wander around for a little bit here, just see if anything in here looks interesting. Yeah, no getting behind that waterfall. Oh, oxygen intake refilled. So maybe it refills whenever we get out of water into an area with oxygen. So it wasn't the geyser refilling it, but just the fact that we got out of the geyser triggered it to refill. Okay, so looking here, there's kind of a hole there where that waterfall comes out, but we're going to have to climb all the way back up before... Ooh, ghost matter nearby. So, scout launcher, go to photo mode, snapshot. Yeah. So there's ghost matter and those crystals related to it here. And for some reason there's ghost matter beneath this log. That's interesting. What about in here? Okay, so that's safe. Safe over there. Let's try going. Yeah, that should be safe. Getting out. Okay. Oh, the jetpack's quite powerful, so it shouldn't be too hard to get out here. Might even be able to jump to the bridge from here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we can get around quite easily in 1.0 gravity. Okay, so time to get over there. Ah, there we go. Ghost matter. Okay. Maybe it came at it too quickly to get the warning. Okay, scout launcher, photo mode, take snapshot. Yeah, bunch of it there. What about over here? Okay, yeah. Yeah, more ghost matter. Is there anything to see here? Yeah, no. Okay, we cannot get close enough to that stump. I wonder what's going on here, if there is anything of interest here. Or something related to the ghost matter. But right now, forward seems too dangerous, so let's try just getting up, out, and over. So let's look down and... Ooh. You know, that's a really cool effect with the ghost matter. It kind of reminds me of, like, looking at the northern or southern lights, with the way you get kind of these ribbons of something glowing. If I keep taking snapshots, you can see how it evolves. That's really cool. Okay. Alright, let's make our way back to the ship now. I'm not sure how much time I have left before the sun explodes, but I think maybe I'll just take another scan around Timber Hearth to see if there's anything else of interest we can see here. Okay, carefully down. Use the boosters a bit, I think. Yeah. Okay, vitals critical, but we're at the ship. And medkit and refuel jackpot, and just like that, our legs are no longer broken. Okay, let's check the ship's computer for what we've learned. Okay, so a few things linked up here. So, volcanic testing site led us to the Nomai mines. The Nomai mined ore from this site to craft a protective shell designed to physically seal off the central chamber inside Ash Twin. Once the shell was finished, the Nomai checked to ensure there were no longer any physical entrances or cracks. Okay, so maybe the reason they're pointing that out is telling us that we're not going to be able to get inside. There are no entrances or cracks. It can survive a supernova. It's not going to be breaking in the meantime, so don't waste your time trying to get inside. Okay. We'd have to wait until after the supernova to do that, which sounds like it would be difficult. Okay, Ash Twin Project, so what more do we know? The central chamber inside Ash Twin was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell. Okay, so they're telling us, yeah, we're not getting inside. Interesting. Oh, okay. Okay, so we can look here, see all the names of places. So, yeah, Hollow's Lantern, Hourglass Twins, yeah. So we were thinking of going to Brittle Hollow, but never quite made it. We got sidetracked at Hollow's on the Interloper, so that's probably what that comet we saw is. Giant's Deep has the probe tracking module, and this moon doesn't appear to have a name. Huh, okay. And Dark Bramble, there's no moon around that. Alright, so let's look around Timberhearth a bit more, see if we find anything else interesting. And probably by the time we do, it'll be time's up for us. And we can either let the sun explode or just meditate till the next loop. Okay, so over here. Can we get inside either of those? It looks like maybe we can. Ooh, what was that thing? Huh. Okay. Okay, so these, it looks too small to get the ship inside, but maybe if we land, get out and walk, we could sneak inside between the geyser blasts. Yeah, it's worth a try. Let's see what happens. Perfect landing. 3 stars. And down we go. Ooh. Oh, that's something interesting. So, like, we're in an underground river here. Huh. And we come out, where are we? Seem to have come to a stop. A flashlight, that'll help. Huh. So, in an underground water-filled cave. Little hot spots. So, yeah, those are probably the geysers. I don't want to leave just yet. But, okay, so that's where we got in. And so this, let's see where we go here. Yep, more geysers. Ooh, yep, we found something. Cool. Okay. Translate. Coleus, after closer observation, mining site 2A wouldn't be safe for the native life dwelling in some of this cave's pools, so unfortunately we'll have to mine one of the other sites. So maybe this is mining site 2A we've stumbled upon. Psycad. There are a few other cave sites that look promising. What about site 2B? It shares similar formations and strata. Ueno. This sounds promising. Will you and your mentor investigate? If mining site 2B proves safe for this native species, we'll move our work there. Psycad. Site 2B is safe. Coleus says we'll continue to monitor our activity and its effects on life here. And yep, there's the sun. Okay. Coleus. On the opposite hand, new life. This species is semi-aquatic and very hardy. The ecosystem here is quite robust, so I believe they'll thrive in the long run. Be cautious near the pools if you visit 2A to meet them. So maybe that's the ancient ancestors of us Hearthians. So maybe we're semi-aquatic too. Psycad. I was watching them once during a rest, and the hours escaped from me. They're fascinating. I wonder what their 4th eye does. Yeah, so Hearthians have 4 eyes, so yeah, those are probably our ancestors. Coleus. They remind me of the subterranean species that my mentor Melore once told me about, from when our clan used to travel across this universe. I imagine she would have enjoyed these life forms greatly. Okay. That's so another little spiral design there. And what's this? Oh, so those are like a mural of the Nomai looking at our little ancestor tadpoles with 4 eyes. That's cute. Glad we came here. Ooh. So, looking above, I could only briefly see it before I think the sun exploded on us. Yeah, it's all gone dark. That's not good. But it looked like that bridge we saw in 2B, so I'm guessing all the geysers are connected underground through the water systems. And the murals and stuff got... Maybe they originally searched in the mountains that you could only get into, the ones we found second. Maybe they searched in there, tried to set up mining, said, no, this will disturb the local wildlife. Let's leave them alone, let them evolve. And then the notes got washed out underground to where we just found them. And that also happens to be beneath Site 2B, which is where they eventually did decide to mine. Okay, so let's just check the ship's computer in case it wants to highlight anything in particular. Okay, it's got a couple more notes here. So, Nomai mines. The Nomai discovered a species of four-eyed, semi-aquatic life forms in the waterways near the mine. Okay, yeah, that's all it's adding now. Alright. Let's get going, and let's go to Brittle Hollow proper this time. And I just, hit the satellite, it looks like. Yeah, I just got a pop-up achievement saying deorbit the Harthian satellite, so, oops. I blamed the satellite for going over me at the wrong time. Alright, what's this? Okay, that's our moon. Alright, yeah, ship's hull's a bit damaged, but I'm sure the sun exploding will fix that. Meditation will fix that. So if your ship ever gets too damaged, all you gotta do is just sit there, meditate, and everything will be alright. Yeah, very interesting memories going back this time. That was funny, I just randomly crashed into the satellite. It's actually kind of a problem we're getting to in the real world. We've got so much stuff launched up into space that the chances of things colliding are getting frighteningly high. Especially with all the junk left around by things that get destroyed or discarded. Now, there is a lot of space out there. The problem is there's this one strip of space around Earth, which is really useful to be in. Basically, there's a specific orbit you can be in around Earth where if you're in that orbit, you'll always be above the same position on Earth. It's called a geosynchronous orbit. So geo means Earth, synchronous means same time. So if you get into this orbit, you'll always be above the same place in Earth, which makes it very useful for things like satellites. So somebody on Earth will always know exactly where it is relative to them. They just point to that part in the sky. Now, this is a very small strip of orbits is the problem. So what this means is it's very valuable to be there, but once junk builds up there, it can get crowded in that useful part of space. Oh, looks like meteors or something going on here. Okay. So anyways, we're at Brittle Hollow, and that's gotta be artificial, so I'm not sure where exactly on the planet we are, but let's find a place to sit down and see what we find. Okay. I think we're up in the trees, but it'll be fine. Okay. Yep, definitely up in the trees. Remember where we parked? I'm on top of trees A through D. So just someone remember that, or better yet, take a photo of the spaceship so we know how to get back here. Alright, so... Ooh, unidentified signal. So, signal scope. Is it this thing? Escape pod 1. Distress beacon. Okay, so I guess this is an escape pod, and that's the distress beacon someone set out. I know my recording. Oh, okay. Thatch, is everyone unharmed? Plume, no one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. Thatch, this is good news at least. Have we heard from Escape Pod 2 or Escape Pod 3? Felix, no, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other two escape pods' distress signals, however. If it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. Thatch, my gratitude. If we can... Plume interrupts. Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Thatch, everyone brace yourself swiftly. The volcanic moon is returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. Okay, so that's probably what the meteors are. Stuff falling down from the volcanic moon. Plume, I believe the moon is past. Felix, this planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. Thatch, we need to find shelter, and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. Plume, I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. Okay. So what we're learning here is the surface of this planet is very inhospitable, like we see from that little meteorite stuff drifting off of the volcanic moon. Yeah, not a good idea for us to stay out here. But maybe we can get into the escape pod, which still has a power supply going even after the millions of years it took us to evolve. Yeah, I think the game's just playing fast and loose with time a bit here. Okay, so these are probably the platforms they built to get down. Can we get inside the escape pod, though? Okay, platforms crumbling beneath us. And meteors attacking us. Okay, we are falling. And we are falling into a black hole. Can we get off to the side? Okay, well this is a new way to die. Haven't fallen into a black hole before. It'll be an interesting journey at least, and... Did we just get caught by something? Is that a banjo playing? Hi, Ryback. If you were responsible for saving me, thank you. But it actually wasn't that necessary. I would have been fine, in a manner of speaking. Oh, you launched. That's great. Great job, you. Yes, great job. I definitely was not about to die in a black hole. Wow, I guess that means I've been out here for a while, huh? Well, this is Brittle Hollow, but you probably knew that. Lots of history here. It's great. So what are you doing here? I'm here to see the Hanging City. It's always been my dream to see it with my own 4 eyes, ever since I was a hatchling. An alien race lived in the solar system long before our species even existed. How could I not want to see what their civilization was like? Only... You've probably heard the others say it, right? I'm afraid of space. Good trade for an astronaut. Seriously, I'm more surprised than anybody that I'm out here. Do you know what Do you want to know how I even got this far? I fell. Tripped over... Yeah, you and me both. Yeah. Been there, I fell too. Platform crumbled beneath me, fell into a black hole, and through sheer luck got caught in an elevator. So how's your day been? Anyway, okay, so right, it says, tripped over a gravity crystal. It's dumb luck I landed somewhere my little scout says is halfway stable, instead of being sucked into what's below. I've been gauging the stability of the ground around me using my little scout, and this seems to be the place with the best surfacing integrity, so I'm just going to stay here until I'm ready to move on. wonder if that's a function our scout has too. We'll have to try that. But that's enough about me and my problems. You didn't come all this way to listen to me blather, did you? Actually, yes, I did. That'd be, yeah. I learned something. Okay. Oh, cool. What is it? I found the Nomai escape pod on Brittle Hollow. Wow, so then the Nomai probably came here from somewhere outside the solar system, and they must have been in trouble when they launched their escape pod. But what kind of trouble? And where did the escape pod launch from? I'm so curious. This is an amazing discovery. I hope we can find out more about how and why the Nomai arrived here. What should I explore here? Oh wow, where shouldn't you explore here? Not the black hole, actually. That's very no. Yeah, yep, I definitely was not about to explore that. Which is unfortunate, because the most exciting stuff is all below the crust, including the Hanging City. That's just to the north. You can kind of see it from here. There's also this big dome on the South Pole called the Southern Observatory. You can't get inside from the surface. Trust me, I tried. But if it's like the rest of the Nomai structures here, there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. Good luck with exploring. If you learn anything about the Nomai, I'd love to hear it, if it's not too much trouble. So, okay, so what are you doing out here, Ryback? Me? I'm an archaeologist, remember? Or, the archaeologist, I guess, seeing as I'm all timber scat right now. Yeah, there aren't too many of us, are there? Almost as if the entire world has been shrunk down to fit inside a video game. Brittle Hollow is rich with Nomai history. That's why I'm here. This planet is an absolute treasure trove of culture, history, and science. If you have any questions about the Brittle Hollow Nomai, I'm your Hearthian. Or, I have some knowledge of them. I mean, so maybe I can help. Well, it's not letting me ask. Sorry. Okay, see you later. Alright. So, let's look around here. Okay, we can refuel a jetpack. Nice fire if we want to roast any marshmallows. Not sure it's safe to take off our helmet here. Oh, yeah, we wanted to check if our scout launcher can measure surface integrity. How might we be able to do it? Yeah, I'm not seeing a way to do that. Oh, okay, if we plant the scout, then it'll show the integrity. So what if I just shoot it off there and see where it lands? We might just fall into a black hole here. Or we might hit the surface? Yeah, that's actually a thought. What if we shoot the scout into the black hole? What'll happen then? Ooh. Cool view of the Hanging City. Oh, our scout's kind of gone into orbit around the black hole. That's cool. Okay. So, let's see. If we shoot it down, do we go into the black hole? Nope, we're just kind of orbiting it. We'd have to try closer, tighter angle. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Wasn't expecting that. So where are we? Are we looking around the reverse? Huh. Okay, so the scout went somewhere after landing in the black hole. Oh, that's falling to something now. So there's something to look at out there, and it isn't fatal to go into the black hole. Huh. Yep, it landed. Okay, so we can look around. Okay, there's definitely something there, and we can retrieve it from wherever that is. Let's just look around here first if there's anything. Yeah, we can't get to our ship, so we might be limited. Okay, the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, west 190 meters. Ooh, and this switch. So there are two options. Can we connect to two different things? So, but let's see, off. Okay, so if it's up, where do we go? Okay, it's kind of like that. Down, I'm not... Is there a difference there? Yeah, I'm not sure there's a difference in where it goes between those two options. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we can't really get down there. Oh, so maybe there's a big elevator pointed at the black hole to catch people coming in, at least from many directions. It didn't catch the scout. So it actually maybe wasn't that unusual that we got caught by it. Alright. Anything over here? Ooh, gravity crystals. Alright, so... let's see. I kind of feel like jumping into the black hole right now. We can probably get back here easily enough. Actually, you know, scratch that. Falling into the black hole is going to be the easy thing. We can get there from wherever. It'll be a bit harder to get here. So, let's start exploring from here. And see what we find nearby. Okay. Gravity cannon, east 400 meters. So, okay, I think this is the east. So we can get to the gravity cannon this way, whatever that is. Oh, some sort of mural. Maybe this is a map? Yeah, kind of showing how different parts connect to each other. We can read. Oh, I think these are Rybeck's notes. Okay. Well, that was deeply unpleasant. I made it this far, though. Guess that's the part to focus on, and not how I'll eventually have to get back up that path. But wow, this place sure is something. Looks like the Hanging City is north from here, and east is a gravity cannon. I definitely want to see that. And another thing, I'm detecting oxygen from somewhere below, which is good, since I used up a lot of my supply screaming during this trip down from the surface. As soon as I stop dry heaving, I'm going to head further down below so I can refill my tank. Okay, so there's probably somewhere below we can get. So, I'm guessing that we're here, north. So, okay, that's probably the Southern Observatory. This is probably just the cardinal direction, so north to that. Okay, so there isn't a direct path from here to the Southern Observatory, which is where we were trying to get to. We'll either have to go west first or east first. Yeah, I think one of the places was the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, one was the Gravity Cannon, and maybe that's the Hanging City to the north. Okay. Now let's see what else is around here first. The Hanging City, north 250 meters. Okay. So we came out of there, and let's just look around a bit, see if there's anything of interest here first. I'm not sure. Ooh. Okay, the planet is falling into itself. That's definitely not good. You can guess you know where Brittle Hollow got its name. Okay, that's something over there. So I think that direction is east, so that's probably the gravity cannon. Then west should be... Okay, that's probably the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, then. And we can get to the observatory from either of those places. And then north to the Hanging City. And, ooh, there are gravity crystals up there, so... I feel like climbing up first to see if there's anything up. Gravity Crystal Workshop above 140 meters. Okay. Yeah, let's give that a go. Good. Yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah, alright. Ooh. Let's put up the scout launcher. Surface integrity 98. Okay, so that's pretty stable. We'll just leave the scout there, and if it gets critical, we'll have warning. Though I'm not really sure what we do with the warning at this point. Probably just brace ourselves for the ride. Okay, so these look kind of like the gravity crystals, though not active. Maybe this is where they made the gravity crystals. Okay. So one thing you'll notice on this planet is the higher up we go, the lower the gravity is, which is kind of the opposite of what we saw when we were digging down in Timber Hearth. And here that kind of implies that all of the gravity is coming from the black hole at the center, or at least the vast majority of it. Okay, so ghost matter here. Let's just see. You know, whenever I see ghost matter, I have to figure out, okay, is there something behind it that's being hidden? Just gaming instincts. If they make someplace hard to get to, it must be worth getting to. That doesn't always seem to be the case with the ghost matter here. Okay, so looks like maybe Ryback stayed here for a bit before he tripped down. Can I read these? Yes. The journey here from the South Pole has been, I'm gonna go with harrowing because of the, all of the meteors. But hey, at least I made it here unconcussed and not on fire. Okay, let's see. I poked around a little, and there's some sort of old nomad path that starts across from my campsite, inside the ruined building with trees growing out of it. Doesn't look like anything horrible, just stairs leading down. I can handle stairs. After I get my supplies together, I'll follow the path and see where it leads. Okay. So Ryback maybe started at the Southern Observatory, wandered up here. Yeah, we're on the surface now. And yeah, you can definitely see these places seem to have been ruined, probably because of the moon. More skeletons there. Okay. I wonder if there's anything else to find here at the Gravity Crystal Workshop. Can we get into this building? It's kind of blocked off. Maybe from above? Yes, there we go. Oh, this is just where we came out. So I guess we can use that if we want to get back to Ryback's camp. We go to the Gravity Crystal Workshop, which is, I don't know, somewhere on the equator. It's hard to figure out where, but okay, we can look in the equator, go to the Gravity Crystal Workshop, get down, and we can walk down to where Ryback is. Alright. And let's just give it another once-over. Sure we're not missing anything here. Search high and low through these buildings. Okay, yeah. Okay, so nothing interesting in there. While we're at the surface, let's see if we can find the escape pod again. Might be a bit of a hike going halfway across the planet. But, yeah. Well, it's a nice view at least. So, let's stick to the equator. My gut says the escape pod's either at the equator or the North Pole. And if worse comes to worse, if there's nothing else to find, we'll just take a peek into the black hole, see what we see there. Oh, jeez. This is such a beautiful game. Here's something. I think this might be the gravity cannon. So I guess that goes all the way to the surface. Well, let's check this out. Oh, I guess we could have gone towards where the ship marker is, since we left that near the escape pod. Anyways, we're at the gravity cannon now, so let's have a look at it. Next time, if we want to go to the Southern Observatory, we can probably start from the gravity cannon, since there's a path from there to the Southern Observatory, and we can see that on the surface. Alright, so what's in here? Ooh. There's a projection pool. And there we go, projection stone. Okay, so brittle hollow projection stone. What do we see? And okay. So kind of a circular room. Up there is something, and a blue band. I think that maybe works like the gravity crystals, but it's broken, so could we jetpack up it maybe? Not sure. Okay, well, let's go see if we can find a wall to put this in. Here we go. What then am I have to say here? Solanum. I'm at the shuttle. I'm ready to take my first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. Bells. That's exciting. You're almost ready, but there's still one more rule you need to learn. Come see me at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Bells. The tower is on the opposite side of Brittle Hollow. If you follow the path west to the crossroads, you can reach the tower from there. Solanum. My gratitude for the directions, Bells. I'll see you soon. Okay. So, to get to the quantum moon, we need to know rules, and gotta go to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge for that, so that's why we might want to go there. Okay. Well, we're at the gravity cannon, I think. Let's see if we can find out anything more about it. Is that safe? I think we can go there. Yeah, okay. No, we don't want to go up. There we go. Okay, so is that... Do we want to go down there? No, come on. The crossroads, west 350. So I think the crossroads is where Ryback is. And I want to stay around here for a bit. Let's go down a bit. Okay, maybe that was a bad idea. Can we go back up? Out. Yep, back up, back up. Yeah, nope. Okay, time to see what's on the other side of the black hole, I guess. Ooh. Okay. Whoa. Feels like the 2001 A Space Odyssey all of a sudden. Can we, like, check the map? Oh, we can. You are here. We are wherever that is. Okay, Brittle Hollow and the ship is way over here, so we're okay, across the solar system from it. Not quite the opposite side, but way apart. And that's that structure I saw with the scout. So let's head over here to whatever this is and investigate. Okay, so no real gravity here. Huh, that's like icy bands with icicles. Oh, gravity platforms. Please, I could use some gravity right now. There we go, okay. Alright, so can we go in here? Yes, okay. Airlock. Ooh, okay. Ooh, and there's some oxygen. We're short on fuel. Let's hope we can find a solution to that. So where are we? Poke. Welcome to the White Hole Station. Okay, so I guess that's a white hole. If you fall through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Okay, warp tower. We can warp, apparently. Poke. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with its corresponding astral body, in this case, Brittle Hollow. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during this alignment to be warped. Poke. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. So this is a warp tower. We stand here, wait for it to point at Brittle Hollow, and we get warped, I guess. Projection stone. Can we put this anywhere? See if we can quickly read what they have to say with this, if we can figure out where to put it. Little ball to play with. I'm not sure what to do with that. I don't see anything else here. Looking for a wall to put this into. Yeah, we're just gonna have to come back. Okay. I guess this is a monitor that shows how it's rotating, so you kind of watch that, see how long it's going to take till you point at Brittle Hollow again. So the Nomai probably saw this was a problem falling through the black hole and set up a warp tower so you could quickly return to Brittle Hollow if you slipped and fell in. So let's see if we can warp before dying. Does not look like we're going to have time. Nope. Okay, well, I think that's a good place to end it for today. We learned quite a bit and found some new and interesting ways to die. So I think I'll call it for this week, and I will see you all later. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell to be sure you get notifications of new uploads. See you again soon.